There's some big stuff coming out of Chicago, AJ, and I want to dive into it. I guess there's press conferences this morning from the coaches, and there's a man named Dahn Wiederer who writes up there for the Chicago Tribune. He's also on 670, The Score. There it is, nailed it. Okay, he broke down everything that was chatted about here in a series of tweets that we have screenshotted. My jaw's on the floor right now. Just a head-spinning morning on 1920 Football Drive. That's where the Chicago Bears obviously practice. Bears left tackle Braxton Jones headed to IR with a neck injury, okay? It is potentially season-ending. The Bears would like to keep Darnell right where he is, but are having discussions on whether to move him to left tackle. That's right tackle, I assume, AQ Shipley. Yes. Not an easy thing to jump from right tackle to left tackle.
Rookie, too.
Some people have been able to do it. Not everybody's been able to do it.
Tristan Wirfs has done it. Sewell did it last week, and those are two of the freakiest athletes on planet Earth. So, let's not assume that everybody can do that.
Not a guarantee that Darnell Wright will be able to do it, even if they do it. The Alan Williams defense coordinator situation continues to get more mysterious, with Matt Eberflus, head coach of the Bears, declining to give an update or clarity on any part of it, including whether Williams is still employed as defense coordinator. I don't know how he danced around a press conference without giving that answer, but I would like to see.
So Eberflus called the plays last week.
Okay, so is Alan Williams still on the team? Yes, but I'm the one calling plays.
No, Alan Williams was not there at all.
Okay, so I would like to see how he danced around whether or not the guy's still employed by the Chicago Bears while being asked about it by reporters. That's an incredible Roger Goodell level of maestroing of the microphone.
The only thing they've said was personal problems, and that's all they've said so far.
Personal between Eberflus and Williams, or personal between Williams and his performance, or Alan Williams. Now, we hope he's okay. We know him. He coached at the Indianapolis Colts. I know him. He's been around a very long time. I think he's coached at the Vikings. I think he's coached at the Colts. I think he's coached at the Panthers.
Been around for a while.
Yeah, long time in the NFL. Good dude. We get along with him. Apparently, though, it is still up in the air on what's going on with him. And then this last one here, Justin Fields acknowledged that he has been playing too robotic, then bit the pin off the grenade and rolled into the building with his explanation of why he believes it is that way. Coaching.
Oh!
Wow. Whoa. A lot more on that. AJ, they're playing the Chiefs, I do believe, coming up here.
Nice.
And it sounds like the Bears got a lot of internal strife going on. This is all coming out of a press conference from the team, in the building, from the team, with all this drama being created about the team. What are your thoughts on reading that? As we didn't get a chance to listen to the whole press conference, we do apologize. But these quotes are obviously a bit alarming about team chemistry and where they're at in Eberflus' second year.
Yeah, I would say so. On multiple fronts, too. It's not just like one position group or one spot of your team. I mean, that's the thing. You know, when you lose football games, everybody is combing through everything. Everything's a problem. All the little things got swept under the rug before will all come out, and everyone's going to nitpick at everything. And I don't know, for Zito's Bears, it's not looking that good right now.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to only get worse. And remember, last year, they earned the number one pick in the NFL draft.
Yes, they did.
Congratulations to them. How'd they do it? Did they win a coin toss?
Nope.
No. Did they win a track meet? No. Did they outrun? No. They lost more than everybody else. They sucked more than everybody else. They were the worst football team in the NFL, and the NFL said, you know what? You get the number one overall pick. And they said, before we get too close to the draft, let's go ahead and trade us out of here so people forget that we were maybe the worst.
Yes.
Carolina Panthers are the worst team in the NFL. All of a sudden, they're the ones that have the number one overall pick, not us. There was a lot of hype going into the season for the Chicago Bears. A lot of Justin Fields on the MVP run, said Dan Orlovsky on the Dan wagon potentially. Now here we are 2 weeks in, and it's like, his coach ain't going to last the rest of the year.
Nope.
This thing's going to get imploded quickly.
Did they clarify the coaching comment at all when he said he's playing robotic because of coaching? I would like to see the follow-up to that.
So I guess what we are being told from our sources, potentially, is that with Getsy coming from Aaron Rodgers, you know what I mean? There was a chance that there was a full-on, like, hey, this is how we should maybe play, as Aaron Rodgers. You know what I mean? Is Justin Fields Aaron Rodgers? No. Is anybody Aaron Rodgers? No. Is Aaron Rodgers Justin Fields, though? No. So, I think that is potentially what some people are saying, why he's overthinking, trying to be something he's not. But I think our biggest conversation around Justin Fields is like, just let the guy run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just let the guy run. Why don't we do that?
What are you protecting him from? Yeah, everybody needs a gig. Everyone wants to win football games. If him running gives you the best chance to win, then let him run. Let him do it.
They're saving him for the future, though. That's what they always say, but it's like...
There might not be a future. That's the problem.
Bingo. And I said this yesterday. It's like, we're scared that he's going to get hurt. Why? Because we think his career is going to be long, okay? Well, if his career is going to be long, he's going to have to be different and good and great at things. It's like, what makes him great? oh, he's faster than everybody. It's like, well, why would we? So it's going to look different than it did for Peyton.
Yep.
It's going to look different than it did for Tom Brady. It's like one of this guy's biggest assets is that he's faster than everybody else on the field. And it seems like they're like scared to do it for whatever reason. Now, we don't know if that's coming from Justin Fields' camp, saying we don't want him running, we want to keep him healthy. We don't know if it's coming from ownership saying we want him to be healthy, he's the future of the program. If it's polls or that other guy that made the decision to trade a bag of balls for old buddy to get drafted. Who'd you guys trade away?
Roquan?
No, during the draft.
They traded back with the Eagles.
For the Eagles
got
to get
Carter. And
Yeah.
they got Darnell Wright, that tackle.
And they thought they were going to get Carter.
Yes.
Correct.
So they swap places with the Eagles on draft night. And it's not Poles handling the call. It's this assistant GM
From Philly.
from Philadelphia handling the call. And he's like rocking back and forth. And he goes, for a fourth? And they're like, good. And Eberflus is like, yeah, how you doing? That's good. For a fourth round pick, we'll swap. And then they hang up the phone and they're like, all right, we got Carter. And then the Eagles like, we'll take Carter.
We got Carter.
Yeah, we will take Carter. And all of a sudden, you're just kind of sitting on your hands. It's like the GM didn't even do that conversation. It was the assistant GM who potentially missed out on Carter. Add that to the number of things that is coming out of the Bears camp. It's like, this is so incredibly dysfunctional. How do we even, if you win, all this isn't talked about.
Yep.
None of this is talked about if you win. Even if you're running a terrible organization somehow, if there's so many flaws, winning cures everything. But if you lose and it looks bad, boy, they're going to find all of this stuff, D-Bud.
Like AJ said, that's when everything else matters more. You even saw with Russ. As soon as he start not playing well, start losing, everything else started getting blown out of proportion. But, and winning, obviously, in this league, it comes down to getting the most out of your quarterback. And they're not doing that at all. Obviously, the other surrounding the BS around the facility is one thing, but when your quarterback is up there, kind of throwing a guy under the bus.
Little bit.
Well,
and
hold on.
we talked to Dan yesterday, too, about Luke Getsy.
Hold on, Zito said the video is vastly different than just the quote there.
Okay.
Vito said, now Vito's a Chicago Bears fan, and as I'm talking, Zito is jumping on top of me 100 times here in the last 30 seconds to get to clarification about the Bears because of how much he loves the Bears.
Yep.
Never does that with any other team except for the Bears. I appreciate the passion coming out from him after having the worst team in the NFL last year. He's very good. He just listened to the entire Justin Fields thing and said it's vastly different than just him burying his coaches, though.
Okay.
Here's Justin Fields chit-chatting about himself being too robotic and why from today's press conference.
I felt like, I wasn't necessarily playing my game. Felt like I was kind of robotic and, not playing like myself. So, my goal this week is just to, say F it and just go out there and play football how I know how to play football.
Okay,
that's not. That includes thinking less and just going out there and, playing off of instincts rather than just
It's the worst.
so much, so to say, info in my head, data in my head, and literally just going out there playing football. Just going back to it's a game, and that's it. Because that's when I play my best is when I'm just out there playing free and being myself. So I'm gonna say kind of just bump all the what I should do, what I this and that, like pocket stuff, like. I'm going to go out there and be me. Yep.
There we go.
Okay, so he said he was just overthinky, less thinky, more athlete take over is what Sirianni said. I didn't hear the coaching thing, Zito.
No.
Oddly edited that particular part out of the video. We'll have to follow up with how coaching became the answer. I assume there was an elaborate answer there. Justin Fields didn't sound mad at anybody except for himself there.
Yep,
Though.
right.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one of those things, how quotes can obviously be a little bit different read versus heard.
Of course.
So maybe the walls aren't all burning down in Chicago.
Well, they are. Yeah, they definitely are. This looks like a team that's going to have number one overall pick again with Justin Fields, but this is exactly why we talk about the draft the way we do. Fields is in his third year. He's on his second head coach. He's on his second OC. He might be unbelievable, but we'll have no idea because he's part of the worst organization in sports right now.
Arizona.
Yeah. At least they're playing with the fire in their gut. They're up 20-0 at halftime. At least they're playing. The Bears are just getting smoked week after week.
We lost by one touchdown.
Yep. Well, sometimes scores at the end of games are closer. The Patriots lost by a touchdown too, but they got killed by Miami. There's a different story.
Bingo, that's very true.
But
you guys did get killed by Miami. And then How about the old backdoor cover? What was that on Thursday night?
Yep.
Vikings
Yeah,
up
exactly.
against
Vikings.
Philadelphia.
Yep.
You're right. Score can indicate a little bit different, but I appreciate the fact that Zito is sticking by the Chicago Bears still as we go. Joining us now is a man who so we'll keep an eye on Chicago.
Okay.
Good luck out there, Chicago.
Come on, Justin.
Bears fans can't be happy about this, though.
No.
Terrible.
They're
No
supposed
way.
to win the division this year.
Come on, this was the year it was
Bowl.
possible, and it's just not, seemingly, at this stage. A lot of season left, though. A lot of growth available, and who knows? Maybe they'll have Justin Fields running around the field again.
That'd be cool.
You know what I mean? That would be very cool.